Hello, this is the Harboring Light. I'm Mary. I give a conservative take about the world around me. So feedback is greatly important. Feel free to reach out to me either through email, Substack, and the other platforms. All right, so some of the audio platforms that I'm on Speaker, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Amazon Music, Pandora, just to name a few. So it's Friday, so I'm focusing in on fashion. And particularly, I'm going to focus in on the fashion of Rio de Janeiro. Here we go. My goodness, there is a lot of iconicry images that come to the mind when you think about Rio de Janeiro. For instance, with the giant statue of Jesus implementing his wisdom and the impact Christianity and the Christian faith has had on modern society and spread out through the world. And also with the aspects of, when you talk about Carnival and you talk about different aspects of festive tropical imagery, you think about Rio de Janeiro, you think about Brazil, you think about these aspects, you think about the Brazilian body, all kinds of stuff. And that's a lot of that is associated with the beach mentality of fun in the sun and being fit, trim, just good times and everything else. And, that's not always appropriate for, family affair, especially when you think about the aspects of, Carnival, when that's more, appropriate for older, when you get, I would say this is from my point of view, 17 plus and maybe 16, but, not little kids and stuff like that. But it brings out a lot of different and interesting aspects about the culture and what is valuable to that culture. And particularly with Brazil, because you get different, I would equate Rio de Janeiro as more of the aspects of blending modernity within traditions quite nicely. And so that's very impactful in the way that people their attire and the way they dress in Rio de Janeiro. And it's also quite interesting when the aspects of the Olympic sports comes in and, the aspects of going on a more expanding more mainstream aspects of that culture, and then what people think and what comes to mind when they think about the country of Rio de Janeiro when they are chosen to be the host town, host city for the Olympics. With all that said, I am going to get into the facts about clothing and the history and the aspects of that of Rio de Janeiro. Here we go. All right, so sources will be provided for you. So I know I mentioned about history, but I decided to just give you the rundown about the fashion aspects of what goes on in Rio de Janeiro. So, and from more of a modern point of view. Okay, so here we go. Pop this up for you. So it says, the fashion industry in Rio de Janeiro is characterized by casual chic style, sustainable practices, and a blend of high-end and local production. Rio is known for the street style. It's street style, and so diffusion brands and a strong slow fashion movement that emphasizes sustainability and quality over fast production. The city's fashion culture is influenced by its natural environment. You know, beach, sun, being out there, warm environment with a focus of lightweight, breathable fabrics and vibrant colors. Additionally, Rio has a diverse fashion scene that includes high-end designers, all fashion industries, and the outskirts and small studios that produce exclusive pieces. Sustainable fashion. Rio's fashion industry has embraced sustainable practices, with many brands using biodegradable fabrics like hemp and linen. These materials are produced with minimal natural resources and are designed to be worn in any weather. Slow fashion movement. So it's quite interesting with the aspects of, I'll elaborate after I've finished saying this. So, slow fashion movement. The slow fashion approach in Rio involves made-to-order production, limited collections, and a focus on timeless designs. This movement has gained traction, especially among small studios and circuits, which prioritize quality and exclusivity. So it's quite interesting with the aspects of that fast fashion, what's ever trendy, and how that is a lot to some. Say that that's a fast track to nowhere, to where you're constantly producing stuff ready to wear all the time, and then people don't have the time to slow down and think about what kind of attire that they like, or what works for them, what doesn't work for them, and so forth. And it's quite interesting that that's cultures that center around, like, let's take a step back, let's process the aspects of really fine-tuning the fashion industry and our culture, and really understanding what is tailoring and understanding what our customers want, what they like, and what is valuable overall with the people who are in our culture. It's quite interesting. So, diverse fashion segments. The fashion industry in Rio is divided into three main segments: fashion, high-end designers, all fashion, which is outskirt-based industries, and ateliers, small-scale exclusive production. Each segment contributes to the city's vibrant and diverse fashion landscape. Influence of climate. So the warm and sunny climate of Rio influences the fashion trends, with a preference for lightweight, breathable clothing. So long skirts, short sundresses, and swimwear are very popular, especially during the summer months. So exports and global reach. Rio's fashion industry is a significant exporter, with Brazilian brands like Oscar Farm and Havanans gaining international recognition. The city's fashion is also influenced by global trends, with designers often drawing inspirations from international fashion shows. Okay, so I'm going to expand on to this. So the Lear Center. Oh man. Oh jeez. Well.
Mama.
What? Okay.
Do something for my baby sister Piper.
And
I need help with it.
I don't know, baby. Let me see.
Eventually you're supposed to feed the baby water, and it cries, but it's not working when I do it.
I don't know why. Let me. If you can't wait for me, why don't you go show your dad? Okay.
He said ask you to help me.
Tell him mommy's recording right now. Okay. All right. Well, there's technical difficulties with the Lear Center, but I'll read this for you and wrap everything up. All right. So let's see. So the latest fashion in Rio de Janeiro, with Sao Paulo is officially the fashion capital of Brazil. Rio mainly inspires the world with the best street fashion, diverse brands, and slow fashion approach. So the city's style is primarily a reflection of casual clothing that is both beautiful and sensual. Alright, so fashion for women in Rio. The women typically prefer cheerful, lively, vibrant colors and patterns. So the polka dot, which is on top of polka dot colored attire, there's stripes, ruffles, and shapes that are arranged with these aspects of symmetry that are in mind in Rio. So since the city is known for its natural landscapes, beaches, warm and sunny climates, long skirts, it's, apropos. And short sundresses are a must-have for every women wardrobe. So they love styling cute tees with shorts or mini dresses while heading for the beach or to local cafes. Alright, so also bohemian jewelry is also on top of the accessories that Brazilian women is, according to the source, like to wear and like to have as their attire. So fashion for men in Rio. So the fashion culture in Rio for men is simple and straightforward. So men are most Rio de Janeiro men are almost seen wearing broad shorts, simple t-shirts, or flip-flops for carrying out their everyday activities. So since Rio embraces casual and relaxed clothing, this attire is pretty common among people living in the city. While Rio men love calm and colorful vibrance during the daytime, they prefer styling bold and the aspects of the contrast of that bold and dark color in outfits such as black jeans and a crisp shirt for night attire. So the whole ensemble completes with either black or white shoes. Alright, so the people living in Rio value nature and thus have their focus on sustainability. Alright, so characteristics of slow fashion. I'm going to extend out on that. So fashion brands following this approach often embrace made-to-order concepts to avoid unnecessary production, which is good, more efficiency in there in the textile process of creating clothes. That's always a plus. They also sell locally produced garments. So these often limit styles per collection, released twice or 3 times a year. Garments are more timeless than just a fleeting fad. The clothes are made of premium quality, and they are sustainable and also biodegradable. They also implement the aspects of ethical and fair trade practices when people are working in the designing clothing aspects of the company. Alright, so I'd like to know what you all think. Feel free to reach out to me. This reaches the end of the Harboring Light. Tune in, turn up, and always take care. Thank you so much, all you listeners out there. Thank you so much for Rio de Janeiro, for y'all listening to me. I really appreciate it. Take care.